Everything is playing properly because we don't want to lose audio for this. Cool. So today we are hopefully going to finish Wind Waker. I feel pretty good. I don't remember Ganon's Tower very well, but as I recall, it's not much longer than any normal dungeon. The only long part is frickin' climbing all the grappling hook spots. So yeah, the hope is to get this done. There's this is something I want to watch live starting at 7. And then we'll see if it's actually worth it. Usually it is, but I think we just go to the seal, right? We don't need to go down here. Let's go down and just see. Maybe there's the... No, we do need to talk to fake Zelda who gets captured. And then the 3 Dark Nuts come in. You have deceived yourself. Did you think you'd be safe inside the castle? Foolish. Now that my power has been restored, there is no safe haven for you. I have taken your precious Zelda. Here you shall fall into eternal slumber. I would try to repeat to myself over and over again that there is genuinely no reason to be trying to get Knight's Crests from these guys anymore. Pull the fire quicker at him. Oh, I wanted those hearts. Oh, Link and your little hops. Very nice of them to just leave me exactly where I need to go, rather than making people try to figure it out. I mean, honestly, this does not look like it is that far below the waves. Couple of things. So, one, ostensibly, the Tower of the Gods is up there, right? There's supposed to be a ring and a giant tower. Does the Tower of the Gods just float? Second, it doesn't look like it's that far below the waves. You could see that if you looked down. Like, how is this Kingdom of Hyrule hidden? Anyway. I'm never going to need my sail again, I don't think. And I don't think we'll need the Wind Waker either. I think the bow is probably going to be the best weapon to have. Consistently. Again, telling myself I don't need golden feathers, I don't need the golden feathers, I don't need tree jelly. Don't need anything. certainly don't need the money. Also, Ganon's tower being just this close is a little crazy. It is pretty classic, though, that it is, you know, reiterating the previous dungeons in the game. That's basically what Ocarina of Time is like. Twilight Princess doesn't have that. It's just a... just Hyrule Castle, which is cool. 10 out of 10 in its own way. And then Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword also does its own thing, where you have the rooms inside the goddess statue that are iterations on the previous dungeons of the game. So, you know, mostly a classic thing. Breath of the Frick. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom don't really have that kind of thing because, you know, they open world and all that jazz. Oh, you spawned the bubble back? That's nasty. Too far, too far. We're just gonna try it. Okay, okay. I wasn't sure if you could. I wasn't sure if you were like animation locked by releasing the grappling hook. That's the kind of thing that it feels that would make sense for an older game like this. Anyway, I don't know. Like having Puppet Ganon as a boss is a really cool part of this Ganon's Tower iteration. I think it does make like having this be a full dungeon rather than being more of a who's who moment is cool. Nice. Come on, fam. I just... Nope, you can just close your eye. Okay. Cutscene triggered. We're good. We're Gucci. Also, it's not like I desperately want to fight old bosses again. In general. But I think it is really cool that I think it's a really cool thing to have as part of the game. Of a need to fight old bosses again. Because it's like, oh, once in a... I don't want to have to do a whole playthrough to do this again. Words are hard, man. Words are hard. A Zelda boss rush game would be fun. It could be cool. There are a lot of, you know, roguelike Zelda mods that exist. Lots of things that people have done because people are cool. Frickin' heck. But, if our, like, Xanth's boss fight in Mother Princess is similar, and I feel like the, Great Fairy Trial, in Twilight Princess also had kind of, boss fights of sorts, rather than just, you know, fighting things, but could be wrong there. Anyway, I think it's cool that they have you fight the bosses again. Also, especially with the Master Sword. You actually have damage. It doesn't take as long because you have the Master Sword. Words are hard. I don't think I need magic for the boss, but... just checking to see if I can get some. What? Oh, we were so close. Jeez. Fine, we'll try to be less cheesy. Pretty sure I can just run straight through, right? Because I think there's stone choo-choo jellies that come out of the frickin'. And we need... well, there's a ferry over there. Ah, it's gone. Lame. I don't think I need to put both here. There's just part of me that wants to see if this'll work. Frick. No reason to fight him. One of my least favorite bosses, because of how inconvenient it is to try to zap all the ghosts, all the pose. Not as effective as I was hoping. Sorry? Much better. Much better. Oh, I was afraid of that. If you've not had the pleasure of playing the Wind Waker HD remaster, one of the best things that they did in the remaster was making it so that you could change items just by dragging from the gamepad to your action bars. And that made all of the Iron Boots stuff extremely easy. It's even possible, I could be misremembering, it's possible that you could just tap the Iron Boots in your inventory and that would put them on and off. It's been a while since I played the Wii U one, but the bottom line is that changing items was significantly easier than it is in this game. And it's not even that bad in this game, looking as an adult. But just... yeah, having it be a toggleable item that you can just no pausing, no nothing, hot swap as needed. Big fan of that. Another Zelda real-world question. Do you think it has eggs in its mouth that it spits out to spawn these things? Are they already like pupa that just hang out in the mouth and then it just spits them out as needed? Or is it like magically creating these spawns? Fascinating questions of Zelda ecology, perhaps. Like, we can all assume that choo-choo jellies reproduce asexually. We can assume that, like, if both the moblins and bokoblins both can talk, then they presumably have some kind of society and they're more henchmen than minion or creature. Carter Rocks, those are just birds. They're just birds. I mean, like, Legend of Zelda Necromancy is another very interesting topic. How exactly do re-deads become re-deads? Are they animated, or are they just naturally occurring process of unlife? Koroks don't seem explicitly to have genders, or at least Makar is referred to as a him, and that's like the only one that we really hear as gendered, so wouldn't be surprised if they just, you know, are seeds, are plants that are grown, and then maybe they have, some of them have pistols, some of them have standing. I don't know. All kinds of interesting Zelda lore that we'll never get answers to because they would never bother, but Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom was the closest we ever got to like actual world lore because there were normal animals. And various conversations you could have with people, or just observations you can make, like bokoblins and moblins and Zolthos all are clearly intelligent enough to use weapons and have society. And then everything else was just kind of animal, a normal animal that had, you were invading their ecosystem. I remember being stumped on this for a long time, regardless of how often they showed this very detailed. Hey! Link, you must remember well the appearance of this room. The shape of the floor, the number of items hanging on the walls, such things are the keys to solving the riddles that lie ahead. Do not overlook anything. They really, really want to nail down that you need to remember the torches. Sword hilts of my servants who lurk deep in the darkness shall be the guideposts that point to me. True. Guess we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Oh, come on, you're doing the whole thing? The whole thing. Well, I mean, that's kind of you. Thank you. Thank you, game. Was that not it? 2, 3. Oh, boomerang. Boomerang. That's why they turned off. Yes, he somehow made it out of the little pond that was Hyrule Courtyard. I see. So this is the portal through which Ganon was able to seep into the unsuspecting world above. Link, we shall make use of this path that Ganon created for himself. If there is anything from the world above that you believe you need, then climb into the boat and enter the column of darkness. I don't think I need anything. Thanks for asking, though. We have to Wind Wake here. I don't remember what triggers the Phantom Ganon fight. There is no wind for you to conduct. I get that, I get that. Because this just leads back, right? Yeah. Surely I don't need to go leave and come back just for the kicks and giggles, right? I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt. It looks like there's something on the floor to read here, but... Also, like, can we just go out this way? That'd be pretty neat. Okay. I think this puts us out in the Forsaken Fortress, which doesn't have... The only thing I really need is a ferry, but we'll get ferries along the way, I think. Okay. Maybe we jump down here? Yeah. Yeah. Such a great mechanic. Remember, the hilts of the swords of his fallen servants point the way we need to go. Hey, classic. Oh, that actually really hurt. Let's just chug some soup then. Hey. Got the light arrow. When you take out your bow, use R to change arrowheads, then fire away. The sacred light of these arrows pierce pure evil itself. Yeah, it's interesting. This is one of the few games that Zelda doesn't give you like a because Ocarina of Time, I'm pretty sure she gives them to you right before she gets captured. Twilight Princess, she gives them to you as part of the Phase 3. Either she gives them to you or you just get them. For the two. I thought she gave you the Bow of Light. And then started using it herself for the Phase 3 fight of Twilight Princess. And then Skyward Sword, I don't think you get light arrows. Just Triforce, Zelda's goddess powers, sealing power, etc. And then we just saw Breath of the Wild during the Part 2 Ganon fight. She gives you the Bow of Light, which just gives you gives you what you need. Firefly, you were nice to carry around with me for this whole game, but I am banking on getting fairies to then replace you with, because Puppet Ganon is no joke. Not excited for Puppet Ganon. And I think the whole point is that, oh, you have these light arrows. Let's show you what you can do with them, because you don't need to fight anything anymore. You can just shoot it with a light arrow and it instantly dies, and it's great. 10 out of 10. You still even get the spoils. That's why these are full of rupees and magic. But anyway, one of them surely is gonna have a fairy. Fine. 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 And yeah, these guys definitely don't want to deal with. Haha. You cut a fairy in your bottle. When your life energy runs out and you collapse from exhaustion, this fairy will, unwillingly, replenish your strength. Set it to Y0X and use it if you want to replenish your energy immediately. Giving you arrows because you know you're going to need them. This fight is really cool, conceptually, and even in practice there are parts of it that are cool and great, but boy, it's such a pain. Because he's so fast, and it's so hard to hit him. Friggin' creep Ganon. You sleep still? Wait. Do not be so hasty, boy. I could see this girl's dreams. Oceans, 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 oceans. Oceans as far as the eye can see. They are vast seas. None can swim across them. They yield no fish to catch. Duh, that's because Hyrule is literally less than a mile under the surface. What did the King of Hyrule say? That the gods sealed Hyrule away? And they left behind people who would one day awaken Hyrule? How ridiculous. So many pathetic creatures scattered across a handful of islands, drifting on the sea like fallen leaves on a forgotten pool. What can they possibly hope to achieve? Don't you see? All of you. Your gods destroyed you. I have been waiting for you, for one like you. Yes, for the hero. Do not betray my expectations. Nightmare Fuel Ganon. Okay. Again, I don't remember this fight wholly well. I'm pretty sure you can cut the strings. But he does not play nicely by any means. Might be like the Korok eyes where it takes multiple hits to cut each rope. But the gist of it is hitting that golden tail with light arrows. That's not what I wanted. Because then he's got 3 different forms. He has the dog form that we're all so familiar with. He has the snake form that is the worst one. It's the hardest to deal with. And then I don't remember the 3rd form. I'm pretty sure there's a 3rd form. Boomerang? Why did you go all the way over there? Okay, we're gonna swap that, because I keep defaulting to X instead of Y. Y. Anyway. Ten-year-old camera controls are kind of a pain. 20 years old. I don't know if you can cut the red rope and have them all come down. I'm pretty sure you can't, but... How dare you, Nintendo? How dare you? Spider, okay. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you can't just attack. Yeah, you have to light arrow. Worth testing, but... Hey, nerd. Maybe I forgot this phase because it's just so much easier than the other two. Yeah. The worst. You can shoot his head and that slows him down, but it is basically just praying that you fire at the right time to get the tail. Like that. I mean, we can try. Yeah, doesn't look like you can hit the rope. Slicing doesn't have any effect. Maybe you want him circling you, and that's the secret. Way too easy. Yeah, that's another one down. I'm hoping these little bastards do, yeah, give me some magic. Hey, got him. Oh, I'm so glad that didn't take hours to do. Yes, surely you are the hero of Time Reborn. Your time has come. Come now, stand before me. And now we get to have another, you know, just sit, think about your life, climb on a rope. Because you just have to climb all the way. It is a long climb. And I'm pretty sure this is a grappling hook, not hook shot. That so, you know, the boards being made out of wood would ideally justify either. But I'm pretty sure you have to grappling hook. I think you can open your menu while falling, and so even if I were to fall, I could still get the deck you leave and hopefully survive. One of these days, I hope to have a Switch 2 Pro controller, because the Joy-Con 2s are great. Big fan overall, but the joysticks are still just too small. You know, just in case you fall, they give you a portal up and down. Well, only after you've already gotten to a point where you don't likely need to come back ever again. Hey, that's what we were hoping for. Come on. Thank you. Got a fairy in your bottle. When your life energy runs out and you collapse from exhaustion, this fairy will replenish your strength. Set it to Y0X if you can use it if you want to replenish your energy immediately. We have soup for that, thank you. And then this one, obviously, has the hook shot marked. I think you can get it from here. Oh, you can just grapple the board? Okay, well. I'm gonna try it. Just to see if it works. Yeah, wow. Wow. But that wood, all of that wood is not fudge. All of that wood is not grappleable. Anyway. Okay. Boss time, I think. Yep. My country lay within a vast desert. Yes, the proper face that the hero should make when the villain starts monologuing. When the sun rose into the sky, a burning wind punished my lands, searing the world. And when the moon climbed into the dark night, a frigid gale pierced our homes. No matter when it came, the wind carried the same thing: death. But the winds that blew across the green fields of Hyrule brought something other than suffering and ruin. I coveted that wind, I suppose. It can only be called fate. That here I would again gather the three of the crests. That I should lay my hand on that which grants the wishes of the beholder. That when power, wisdom, and courage come together, the gods would have no choice but to come down. The power of the gods, the Triforce. He who touches it will have whatever he desires granted. Already the crest of wisdom is mine. All that remains... beating up a literal child. Do not fear, I will not kill you. I merely have need of the power that dwells within you. Now, let us put an end to that which binds us together. Gods, hear that which I desire. Expose this land to the rays of the sun once more. Let them burn forth. Give Hyrule to me. He who touches it will have whatever he desires granted. That is what you said, is it not, Ganondorf? Gods of the Triforce, hear that which I desire. Hope. I desire hope for these children. Give them a future. Wash away this ancient land of Hyrule. Let a ray of hope shine on the future of the world. And let our destinies finally be fulfilled. Ganondorf, may you drown with Hyrule. This is foolishness. A future for you? What are you laughing at, Ganondorf? You're insane! Link, I'm sorry, I overslept. I think it's time for us to say goodbye to this place. We must return to the world above, back to our ocean. Very well then. Allow me to show you. Your future. Yes, allow me to show you just what hope you have. See how much your precious Triforce is worth. I'll use this bow to cover you. Attack him as best as you can. Yeah, if I recall right, it is just the action times and or letting Zelda get a hit in. Again, beating up literal children. No health bars for us, even if we have the hero's charm equipped. Okay, we're gonna pull out the soup real quick. Link, you have to distract him. Are you ready? I'll aim for you, and you use your shield. Do you get it? Got him. The wind. It is blowing. Link! My children, listen to me. I have lived regretting the past. I have faced those regrets. If only I could do things over again. Not a day of my life has gone by without my thoughts turning to my kingdom of old. I have lived bound to Hyrule. In that sense, I was the same as Ganondorf. But you, I want you to live for the future. There may be nothing left for you, but despite that, you must look forward and walk a path of hope, trusting that it will sustain you when darkness comes. Farewell. This is the only world that your ancestors were able to leave you. Please, forgive us. Wait, you could come with us. Yes, of course, we have a ship. We can find it. We will find it. The land that will be the next Hyrule. So... but child, that land will not be Hyrule. It will be your land. Have scattered the seeds of the future. Really impressive to be able to wave like that casually while ostensibly treading water. I guess both of them can fly, so it's not unreasonable to assume that they would have been able to like find the ship. But I thought they needed to say keep praying for the Master Sword's power to stay active, right? So did they somehow know that Lincoln won? Anyway, yeah, great game, 10 out of 10, big fan. And this song is so good. Okay. So, having finished Wind Waker, I'm thinking it all depends on what games come out soon. Donkey Kong Bonanza, obviously, I'm going to be playing that when it comes out. And it also depends on what games are added to the GameCube emulator, because Monday is probably going to be the slot that I have for whatever, like, single game I'm interested in playing. And for the time being, I'm thinking I'm going to keep playing Legend of Zelda games. I'm gonna... Yeah, until I have a better idea. My plan is to play Ocarina of Time next, and then go from there, back through the series. My roommate has a Wii U and has both the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker remasters, and so I could play the Wind Waker remaster as well. We'll see about that, though. Haven't decided on that. But yeah, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and then for sure Twilight Princess, and I have Skyward Sword remake for the Switch. Because, I mean, Legend of Zelda games are some of my all-time favorites, and I would like to have a record of me playing them on this YouTube channel. So that's currently my plan. I feel pretty good about it, but I'll probably interrupt that Monday streaming schedule if other games come out that I want to play. Because once they add Pokemon Colosseum to the GameCube Online, I will certainly be streaming that for at least one playthrough, or not playthrough, one stream, if not multiple streams. And then I'll probably play Luigi's Mansion 2. And well, again, we'll see what other games come out that I'm interested in playing. But again, Monday slot is usually for whatever game I'm currently playing through, and then Friday, we'll see. Again, VR is the hope, but there are only so many VR games that people want to watch play. And so I could also use Fridays for that. But yeah. So it's a little... Obviously, everyone has their favorites and everyone has their opinions in terms of the 3D Zelda games. Discounting Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because they're a different kind of game. Like, I've often placed Wind Waker, Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess as my 3 favorites. Because I think Wind Waker has the most fun overworld, the most fun, like, world exploring, sailing is great. Overall, the game is phenomenal. Majora's Mask has some of the best, like, story content. Just each of the... It's a serious kind of game, more so than... Even Twilight Princess has an adult vibe to it. It has a more serious vibe, but, like, the story is still pretty straightforward. We're not talking about multiple people dying and the regrets of moving on before you're ready. I love the tone of Majora's Mask, and I love all the little mask puzzles and all the little stories. And the music in Twilight Princess is some of my favorite. Hyrule Field in Twilight Princess is one of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time. And then, not to mention, just the dungeons and puzzles in Twilight Princess in general are pretty cool. So, those 3 are my favorites. I love Skyward Sword a lot, and I love Ocarina of Time a fair amount. I just was traumatized as a child by my failures to get through the Water Temple for years. I know the first 5 dungeons by heart pretty much, because I assumed that in my childhood naivety, I assumed that I had like done something wrong in the Water Temple, And so I would go through and I would beat the entire game up to that point and then just get stuck at the water temple again and again. Because there's the one key that in the pillar room where you raise the water to the second tier, I never realized that platform, you could go under that platform. And that's where the key that I always got stuck on was. So, anyway. Ocarina of Time is a little bit complicated because of that. It's still a phenomenal game, and it deserves all the praise that it gets, but I prefer the other three that I mentioned. And Skyward Sword, like, I love that it has a story. I love that the characters are more consistently present throughout. I love all the, like, buying of items. I love gathering things, the spoils bag, essentially. I enjoy those kinds of elements, and the upgrading of weapons and gear was great. So, I like Skyward Sword, and I get a lot of people don't, but I wish it had different colors than the ones that it does. I don't like the orange as much of Lenara Desert. It's not my favorite. But those are minor gripes. It's still a phenomenal game. I wonder... Okay, Beetle. Magic ship. Anyway, I wonder if this is implying that Link isn't planning to come home, that they're going to go sail to find the new kingdom, essentially. Anchors away! Hold the tiller steady! As for our destination, the wind will guide us. Yeah, it seems like they are likely not coming back, period. So I hope Link gave back the spyglass. Come aboard and bring along your hopes and dreams. Good times. So yeah, for the time being, the plan is to play Ocarina of Time next. The big motivator for playing Wind Waker again is obviously having the second playthrough where you have access to the Hylian language. Not to mention Link with the bedhead and the lobster shirt, 10 out of 10. But again, I would like to do that on the remastered version rather than on base version, because it's smoother sailing, to no pun intended. But yeah. I think, yeah, I mean, we beat the game. There's not much else we can do. I don't know when my last save in my... I don't think I saved. It's probably just back at the entrance of the whole experience, yeah. I should have saved before fighting Ganon. There's not much, like, bonus content I could go do. In this time, I'll be ending at, like, 650, I guess. But we could go fill out the rest of the map at the very least. Because having rid our C chart be even moderately piecemeal. We can do that real quick. Oh. Well, yeah. We'll put it south. Because we are sailing. I do wish that Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword both had had instruments, had meaningful instruments. The dog howling is cool. It does not sound great a lot of the time. It'd be cool if there were, because a big part of why I like both Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask is the way that they use the songs. They're both great. Like, I mean, New Wave Bossa Nova is a useless song. It has two functions and that's it. Um, but like the Elegy of Emptiness is great. It's a great puzzle mechanic, similar to what they do in this game. And yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like the dungeons were lacking in either game for not having music to accompany them. But it is, and I mean, yes, you have the harp in Skyward Sword, but the harp is not. It doesn't count in the same way, I don't think. I don't know. Again, all of them are great games. Nintendo doesn't really mess with their mainline Zelda games. There are a couple of spin-off Zelda games that I think are only okay. I like Spirit Tracks. I think it's fun. I only have ever played it once though, because I never loved it the same way. I've played Phantom Hourglass a couple of times, but Spirit Tracks was okay. The Hyrule Warrior, not Hyrule, the Triforce Warriors one that they did for the 3DS, it was cute. And then there was the other Triforce Warriors or Four Swords game that they did for the 3DS. I don't think I ever played that one. Yeah. So some of the spin-off games are only okay. But with the main ones, there's always something that is excellent about them. Even if they aren't exactly your cup of tea. It's a little deceptive. I have a treasure chart for this island, but it would be really cool if you could find, like, on the island stuff that glowed like that. Oi, small fry! Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want a chart and information about this island? Let's start by opening up your sea chart. Northeast of here is the Forest Haven. They say a truly unique kind of firefly is indigenous to that place. You heard of it, small fry? It emits bursts of light, 7 colors. Supposedly it's as beautiful as a rainbow. If you want to capture one, though, you best have a bottle to keep it in. And that's all the info I've got to offer. If you want to hear it again, you'll have to throw some more bait on the waterfall. Sorry, but that's my policy, Fry. I can't go fighting evil on an empty stomach, you know. And with that, I'm off. A respectable policy that I 100% endorse. I mean, if we're here... Nope. Or the sharks eat us alive. I'm pretty sure it's just a heart piece here. It's either a heart piece or it's the heart map that you get here. Come on. Heart piece. That's the 4th piece, completing another heart container. Your life energy has increased by 1. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Thank you. If you've never had the chance or taken the chance to do it yourself, 100%ing Wind Waker is not all that hard. There's only one moderately frustrating part piece to get. That's the trading with the Big Fish, Great Fish Isle, Bomb Island, and Mother and Child Isles guy. Aside from that, getting 100% is a lot of fun. Because it's, again, I firmly believe that it is fun just to sail around in this game. Yeah. My memory of this puzzle is not the greatest. Pretty sure it's something like this. But okay, so physics doesn't matter, you know? Silver rupee, one is worth a whopping 200 rupees. It's time to jump for joy. Okay. Pretty sure they just lead to each other. There's one dungeon, or one of these rooms, that I think you do need to go through those fish mouths, but I don't think it's this one. For anyone who is joining now, we did already beat Ganon. This is just denouement at this point. We're completing the C chart before we wrap up this game stream series. Still a bunch of sharks, huh? The reason that it's so easy to 100% this game is that they give you charts to track everything. There is a heart piece chart that shows you how many heart pieces are on each island. There's a, I don't know if there's a chart that shows you where to find all the sea charts, but there are similar things for most collectibles. And so once you get those, it becomes just fun to sail around and collect-a-thon. I think it is much more pleasant in Wind Waker Remastered because the Swift Sail is an item that exists that lets you change the wind just by sailing forward. It's a phenomenal piece of technology that makes the remastered version significantly better than the base game. Oi, small fry! Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want to chart information about this island. Then start by opening up your sea chart. Boating course. It's for boating, of course. Let me ask you something, Fry. Have you used an R to make your boat jump? Well, have you? Of course, going up the sea just to jump around would be really dumb if you ask me. Anyway, what you can do is tilt right and left to move your tiller just as you land. That's how you make a sharp turn. If you didn't know that, why don't you try it out? That's all the info I've got to offer. If you want to hear it again, you'll have to throw some more bait on the water. Sorry, but that's my policy, Fry. I can't go fight people on an empty stomach, you know. And with that, I'm off. Frickin' CP hats are the worst. The other benefit, excuse me, the other benefit to playing the remastered version is once you play a song once in the playthrough session, you only need to have it be reiterated that one time. Because when you complete the song, it'll play the song again and have Link conduct it again. When you, in the remastered version, you only do it once, and then the effect just happens. The command melody especially, it smooths that out a lot. Boy, small fry. Yeah, I heard. Start by opening up your C chart. I also think, because I'm pretty sure, I haven't checked to see if you can do it. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't record all of the fish information, but in the remastered version, you can click on a map tile, and it will let you listen to the note again without needing to feed them. Have you seen it, small fry? The ghost ship? Because it's real. It's even been seen here in these very waters. On nights when the crescent moon faces down, that's when horror rises. That's all the info I've got to offer. If you want to hear it again, you'll have to throw some more bait in the water. Sorry, but that's my new policy. That's my policy, Fry. I can't go find an evil on an empty stomach, you know. And with that, I'm off. Okay. Huh. Yeah. I was curious about the height of this island. Glad it was just a glitch. It does raise the question, on what are these, like, towers coming out of the water built? Are they, is there, like, discernible land underneath? Are they just, like, flotillas that, like, flotilla is probably not the right word, just, like, tied together, sunk down, and then you build on top of a semi-stable surface? I mean, there are a lot of unanswered questions about the geography of a sunken Hyrule. Boy, small fry! Yeah, I heard. I take you want to chart information about this island, then start by opening up your sea chart. Flight control platform. To the west of here, over on Dragon Roost Island, you'll see all kinds of rocks. Big ones, little ones, you get the picture. They say that long ago there used to be treasure hidden inside those things. Who knows, there may still be some left, so you should open your eyes and take a good look around. From as high up as the sun to as low down as your toes. That's all the info I've got to offer. If you want to hear it again, you'll have to throw some more bait in the water for me. Sorry, but that's my policy, Fry. I can't go fighting evil on an empty stomach, you know? And with that, I'm off. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. We still have enough bait. We have no more room for error of making stupid mistakes like tossing bait unnecessarily. We will stop by the submarine. I'm pretty sure it's the last submarine to visit. Very dark. Again, constantly convincing myself that I don't need to grappling hook and get the 2 jellies from these people. Oh, come on. I think they spawned these guys just to be a pain for trying to Z-target the Wizros. Got the platform shark. Now you find the platforms out on the high seas. Press up on the D-pad and check out your charts to view it. I don't think most of the charts update in the base Wind Waker. I'm pretty sure in the remaster, most of them do update as you take things out. See, I've taken out all the Octoroks, but they don't, or Big Octos, but they don't update. And so that's one of the reasons I never visited any of these, so that I would know if I did ever want to do a clear through of all of these, I would have no hesitation going to any of them. But yeah, it's, again, it's a very friendly 100%. Majora's Mask is one of the worst 100%. That Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, just because of how subtly everything is hidden, all of the things you need to grab bugs for, all of the things you need to have, like, seeds to plant and water, like, just a lot of fetching and planning ahead, with very little instruction. Whereas for Ocarina or Wind Waker, it's very, again, no pun intended, it's very smooth sailing to get everything if you so desire. Twilight Princess was also a pain to 100% because the pose, there's no good like pose tracking system. The one Poe I was missing was off on a very small little frickin' just like this tiny little side area on the way up to the mountain area, next to a tree. It was all very dramatic and cinematic, but it was so frustrating. Oi, small fry! Yeah, I heard. I take it you want to chart information about this island. Let's start by opening up your sea chart. I wouldn't sail through these seas on nights when the left half of the moon is missing. You'll regret it if you do, Fry. I'm warning you, it's not my fault if you get so scared that you can't go to the bathroom at night anymore. And that's all the info. Very helpful, thank you. All the info I've got to offer. If you want to hear it again, you'll have to throw some more bait on the water for me. Sorry, but that's my policy, Fry. I can't go fight people on an empty stomach, you know. That, I'm off. Okay. Let's replace the bait from our action bar, so we don't accidentally waste it. You can't teleport to Mother and Child Isles. Remember, you have to teleport either to Windfall or Tingle Island. I'm gonna go to Windfall so I don't have to change the wind as much. obviously you can teleport. You have to go there to get the fire and ice arrows, but that's the only time you ever need to, and the only time you ever should teleport to Mother and Child Isles, because it will not drop you off to the side. Um, oh, did I? No, we are going the right way. I've never tried to 100% Skyward Sword. Um, there are so many goddess cubes. Then finding all of them in the overworld it was never worth it to me. I never cared. As cool as it is to gather all sorts of little rewards, like you don't need all the heart pieces in that game. Yeah. It was never something that even crossed my mind as being fun. With all due respect to the game. Again, it's a good game. It's also very long. That you don't get the bow and arrow until like the end of the game was kind of a turn off for the effort of 100%ing. Such high waves. Prime real estate on Windfall Island probably is the top part of the island where the waves won't come up and, soak your floorboards. It's not very nice of you. Look, small fry. Yeah, I heard. I take it you want to chart and information about this island. Then start by opening up your sea chart. I hear that somewhere out in the wide world's a handy arrow that can freeze any. But something like that. You could even freeze that nasty monster in the Forsaken Fortress. For a while, anyway. But then, what would you do with a frozen monster, you say? Good question, Fry. Well, I'd say you give that thing a whack and watch it shatter into teeny tiny pieces. And that's all the info I've got to offer. If you want to hear it again, you'll have to throw some more bait on the water. Sorry, but that's my policy, Fry. I can't go fight an evil on an empty stomach, With that, I'm off. Okay, so again, on a previous stream, I mentioned that as a child, I always assumed that it was just the same fish going from island to island, following you, saying it was a different person just so you could get more food. But if we take them at their word and say that each of them is their own separate fish, what one thing did the King of Red Lions do for one of those fish that could then get that one fish to recruit all of that fish's siblings to help Link? B, how old are these fish? I get that they're talking fish in the first place, and that's cool and miraculous, but like, The one thing that person has, the only information that fish could offer, is that you can freeze things and smash them. And the other one's like, oh, I've occasionally seen the ghost ship here. Like, in a diegetic sense, that's absurd that a talking fish would only know that one thing, or would only offer that one bit of information upon request from getting bait, and as part of fulfilling whatever ancient contract or boon or whatever was owed to the King of Red Lions. I prefer the notion that it's the same guy who's just trying to extort you by drip feeding you information than by imagining that all of these fish have spent their talking years doing nothing except learning about the spare bits of information that they have on their island. Oi, small fry! Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want to chart information about this island. Then start by opening up your sea chart. You've seen those weird rings of light that appear on the surface of the sea, haven't you, small fry? Did you know that some of those rings only appear at night? Didn't think so. And that's all the info I've got to offer. If you want to hear it again, you'll have to throw some more bait on the water for me. Sorry, but that's my policy, Fry. I can't go fighting evil on an empty stomach, you know. And with that, I'm off. And for good this time. Okay. So we got like 10 minutes left before I need to get going. Maybe 15 if we push it. We could always just bomb this island, because there is the Ring of Light chart that shows you where those specific rings of light are. There's the Spectacle Island we could go to and play the other guy, Cannon Guy's game. We could go to the Private Oasis and play the sliding puzzle game. We could go back and duel with Outset Island Guy, Orca. If there are any strong requests, I'm happy to indulge. If not, then I'll probably just go to the Private Oasis. Very, very friendly. Loving the customer service here. No, not what I wanted to push. Rip. I hate these reefs so much. You can shoot these cannons off the walls. I think shooting them's the most efficient because it's one hit, and the least chance, therefore, for them to try to knock you off. But you can boomerang them as well. I don't think I'm gonna hit that guy from here, maybe. Nope. The reef islands often have those special charts that I mentioned. More often than not, if you want to get one of the information charts, you'll clear out all the cannons in a reef. If they don't have one of the special charts, they usually have at least a normal treasure chart for your troubles. But getting to them is always a pain because you have to find that one spot that's high enough on the reef to fly over to them. And again, changing the wind is a pain. We're gonna see if we can do it from here. If not, then we'll fly over to that. Nope. Okay. Definitely a little bit of grace from the wind. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Okay, trying again. Oh, come on. Okay, yeah. That's fine. It's fine. It's almost always faster to let the water pick you up than it is to actually go sail or swim to the front and walk up the side. We're not walking all the way around, heaven forbid. But starting from here, I think we'll be able to glide over. We could probably even put it to the northeast a little bit. But this should be fine. Yeah. Yeah. You got a treasure chart. Open your sea chart and press Y to check your charts. When you open this chart, a place where treasure lies will be lit up. Sail that area and use the chart to find the treasure. Okay. I'm just gonna go to the oasis and do one of the sliding puzzles. Again, I swear that you can just teleport to the oasis in the remake, but I could be wrong about that. Seagulls are so cute. We're gonna try to do a cleverly this time. Ah, Master, do you have any interest in the amusements of nobility? Well, in that case, would you care to hear an explanation of the game? No, thank you. Very good, Master. Please enjoy yourself. So we're going to try to do it smart. We're going to get the bottom pieces at the bottom. Pretty sure that Aurel's body is the bottom. I think this is top. A top piece, but yeah, okay. Cool. Nope. Yeah. Okay. Pretty sure it's the top left piece that is the last piece that you need to slot in. Oh, top right, okay. Well done, Master! Well done indeed! You are among the most talented gamesmiths of the noble classes! I offer you this as an expression of my respect and admiration of your skills. Please accept it. Arguably, we're the ones who paid the money to him in the first place as owners of this house, but, you know, use it wisely, Hart. Or maybe we're stealing the teacher's income, who was the one who paid him originally. Okay, we can do one more, I think. Then I gotta go. So yeah, thank you all for watching for sure. I will be streaming almost for sure on Thursday. I might do a stream Wednesday, and I'm hoping to be able to stream on Friday. Hoping to. Clock and arms at the bottom. We'll see, because again, I'm in process of moving. And so getting internet, getting everything set up to be in a position where we can stream is going to be a hassle, to say the least. But optimistic it won't take too long to get everything in place. So yeah, I will be trying to stream. There are no promises. Nothing is certain. The world is cruel. And I am bad at multitasking. think I needed to go the other way with that. Or I need to move the pieces at least one more rotation a different way. Yeah. There we go. The side of his head, it's probably this piece. Nope. Yeah, I'm bad at multitasking. I'm trying to think of things to say while also trying to solve this puzzle, and it's not working. Go. Again, not. Anyway, words are hard. I will hopefully see many of you other streams in the future. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a good night, and I will see you hopefully Wednesday. It would be unsatisfying not to finish this puzzle, but that is my goodbye. I will be wrapping up as soon as this puzzle is done. There we go. Oh. Thank you all.